We outside with a thing. We outside with a clip. Fuck, bang. We outside with a gang. We outside with a clip. Fuck, bang. Alright, back outside, but we inside. Who I'm inside with?
All right, man. You got your boy Jay, man, Justin, Mr. Just for Kicks.
Mr. Jeff for Kicks, you know what I'm saying? Now, I had to drag him. We had years done passed.
Years.
You know what I'm saying? This like my brother. Why he ain't been on the platform, I want y'all to ask him that. You know what I'm saying?
Comment down below.
But I got him. A lot of big things happening. We're going to get into it. We ain't really finna dive into it right now, man. We have it in debates. Every time I come in this junk, we debate about something.
Every time.
But my first question, though, before we get this thing popping here, how's your mental health, my brother?
My mental health. So right now I'm in a place of healing. I wouldn't say I'm the best right now. We're working on it. I'm deep on my faith. Spending a lot of time talking to God. Working on the mental health in terms of trying to understand that problems don't last forever, bro.
For sure.
For sure.
Problems don't last forever. So, for somebody in that situation, and you getting yourself up out of that,
right?
Like, give yourself some advice on how, or give them some advice on how they can get up out of that.
Man, y'all probably heard this advice like 1,000 times. To be honest with you, I spend a lot of time meditating. Of course, like I said, I'm Christian, so I spend time meditating in that way. But if you aren't, religious or whatever, spend some time with self-reflect. I think self-reflecting and being honest with yourself is a big way to improve. That's what I do.
For shit, so that's deep. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, mental health is very important. Before we get into anything, I love to pop this thing off like that.
For sure.
Now, for the people out there that don't know,
right,
who is Justin, Just for Kicks, or I don't even know how you want to be addressed. Who is that guy?
Just Justin, man. So basically, I don't know how you want me to tell the story. Like I said, we should have did this interview.
Yeah.
I am a normal person
For sure.
Who wants something out of life and to leave something behind. I want to influence people in terms of not just getting their dollars and money out of their pocket. I want to give people hope that there's better situations and better opportunities in life, man. That's my goal, my mission in life. That's what I want to do. For sure.
And people say that. I believe Justin, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's real, man. Listen, I know 1,000 people have said that, but it's real. Like, if you meet anybody from around me that's really close and I talk to and I speak with often, they'll tell you, bro, it's real, bro. It's real.
Yeah.
Really
so I believe him, though, because I've been around him a long time. And, man, this man is the most genuine. He going to tell you the truth, though.
Every time.
Because people, and I'm honest as well, because people don't give you the raw truth, even if it's going to hurt them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love giving the raw truth when it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Because I want to hurt you. Because hurt going to make you
grow,
either fold, or you going to eat.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You're going to bend the fold, man. They're going to let you know who really about, you know what I'm saying, prospering and going far in life. Because when life hits you, life going to hit you with all type of obstacles.
Absolutely.
And boulders and rocks. And they're going to hit you with the rain, the snow. Is you going to fight through it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love to give you the harsh reality because the world gonna do you the worst.
Every time.
Every time. Come get it from me. Come get it from Jess.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you that because you get in the world, you're gonna get slapped in the face.
Yep. Unfiltered honesty, man. And I had a lot of people that done took that wrong from me over the years, man. I got guys right now that's around me and I try to help out and they hear a lot of things that I say and they take it wrong or it seems bad. And I'll come to them sometimes and I'll say, bro, I'm trying to help. You don't see it like that right now, and I promise you, every single time they come back and be like, "Bruh, you was right."
Yeah,
it's real.
Yeah, we live the same life.
For sure, man.
People always do that. I get it to them raw and uncut. All right,
sure.
so let's get into this, man. So for the people that don't know what you do, let these people know what you do.
All right, so I'm an entrepreneur, whatever that means nowadays. I have a sneaker store, just opened up a brand new second location, sneaker and clothing. It's called Just for Kicks. I've been doing it for 4 years, going on 5. Before that, I was a manager at Walmart. Before that, I was a vendor with Nabisco. Before that, I was broke. So we done came a long way. But, yeah, that's what I do, man. I sell shoes and clothes, man.
Yeah, man. Justin just gave his whole resume like he trying to get a new job.
Come on,
he
man.
already the boss. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations on the second location, man. To even have a first one is like a big milestone. You know what I'm saying? So like before we dive into that, I just want to let people lay the ground out. Let's get into it. All right, so Justin, to let the people know where you from and like kind of paint a picture of the environment that you grew up in.
All right, so born and raised, Morrow, Georgia, Clayco, South Side.
Is that Atlanta? Or
Atlanta, yeah. We listen. Here you go. Listen, when I was growing up, we called it Atlanta. It's Atlanta to me. You feel me? Some of the best that came through there.
For sure.
So yeah, that definitely is where I'm from. As far as the environment there, so with the environment, you have a mix. What's the best way I can say this? Atlanta is a different place because I try to tell a lot of people, you know, a lot of my friends, a lot of close people I talk to now, they don't really understand what the hood is or what the hood isn't. Mm-hmm. Atlanta is a very diverse place because a lot of people meet me, and then when they go and see where I'm from and the places I used to hang around and be at and the houses I used to be by and stuff, they be like, you really from here? Because I don't carry myself in a certain way. But it's the hood. I mean, you ask most people about Atlanta, people have heard about Clayco 1,000 times. It's the hood, bro. I grew up with rappers, went to high school with Derez Deshaun, Michael Montana, Bankroll used to go to my high school before I got there.
Facts.
1,000 people, Crime Mob, Nucky Butt, they grew up right around the corner from me.
So you was right there.
Yeah, right there, man, right there, for sure, man.
All right, so how did we, you know, we jumping ahead a little bit,
right?
Because I always ask people this: people be in Atlanta, that's the Mecca.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We live Ronald Robbins.
Right. What
brings you here?
So what brought me here is school. So I wanted to go to the military out of school, man. Traditionally, I'm a horrible I'm a bad student. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I had like a 2.4 in high school or something like that.
Whoa.
So yeah, yeah, it was
but
bad.
You're smart as hell.
It was right.
I don't
mean that. It wasn't like it ain't like that. I'm not slow. It's just I don't me in school we combat on certain things I don't believe in. But I had a low GPA, so I went to college. If y'all open that door one more time, Jesus Christ. So I went to college and
what's up, name?
Yeah, God, what up? What up? Yeah, Dame, we gotta get Dame in one of these one day. Here you go, look, Oh yeah. I went to school, man. I went to Fort Valley. Went there. They had a low entrance in terms of GPA. You feel? I went to Fort Valley. Graduated from Fort Valley eventually. Like I said, was broke. Ain't had no money. Ain't want to work in my field. I went to school to teach. Mm-hmm. Wanted to affect the youth, like I just said, the young men and stuff like that. Wanted to have an influence, blah, 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 because I know how my environment was when I was growing up. Right. So I was like, I'm going to change, blah, 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 you know, all that, right? So long story short, I went to Walmart, started working at Walmart. Mm-hmm. Boom. Met my wife there, started talking to her, dating her. Kira, I love you, baby. Started talking there, da-da-da-da-da. Long story short, never left because she here. So, been here. For sure.
So basically, if you ain't had that going on, you probably would have shot back.
Would have left, bro. It would have been the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Wow.
Yeah, because literally, like, if one of my partners ain't dead or in jail or in trouble, like,
you wouldn't leave.
It's rare. Yeah, I probably say it's probably like half and half. Like, I wasn't no dude that was like in the streets and all that. We ain't gonna get on no podcast and lie in front and all that.
Right.
But it ain't much to do but some bad, some scamming, some drugs. Like, that's what go on. You feel what I'm saying? So at the same time, like, I know me and I know the stuff we used to do when we were young. We ain't gonna get on here and talk crazy about what we used to do, but I know the stuff we used to do. So it's the best thing I could have ever did being back down. Yeah.
Now, with that being said, you know, being in the mecca of music, like Atlanta really took over hip hop.
Right, it did.
And the culture. Your most popular is rappers and celebrities stay in Atlanta.
Yep.
I don't know how they all fit because it's like a lot of them, but like I didn't even know Glow really stayed in Atlanta. Like, that's crazy.
I didn't know that. I just learned that. You telling me that now? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Being in the mecca of music, how did we avoid not becoming a rapper Well, that's a crazy question.
Oh, that is a wild question.
But how did we avoid
The answer might actually surprise you, bro. This is what's crazy. So I was actually in a rap group when we was in high school, man. Shout out to my boys, man.
So
if
you
y'all
did
watching,
avoid
man.
it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. No, it was called OTD, man. Off the dome. It was so lame, bro. We used to like beat on the desk or whatever in high school, and everybody just be freestyling. So we was around it, but like I said, we had rappers that went to high school. They're famous rappers that have made it now.
Yeah.
Like people that are even hosts. Fly Guy DC, his name's Whitey, bro. He went to high school with me, played basketball, like all that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He graduated same year as me, 09. I'm old, y'all. You feel me? But yeah, you feel me?
He don't look like it, though.
Yeah. Everybody said I don't look like me. I graduated high school 2009, bro.
For sure.
So, yeah,
but all right, so being in high school, right?
Yeah.
I love to ask people this question because everybody have their life path set. They think this is what I'm gonna do when I graduate high school.
Right.
But life gonna throw you obstacles, like we just said.
Right.
It gonna rain, it gonna sleet, it gonna snow.
Yep.
You gonna fight through that.
Right.
Right. So when you was in high school, what did you want to do as a career getting out of high school?
I didn't have one. This is part of those. This is part of the things that are detrimental about the hood. So I had at my high school. So Clayton County was the first school system to lose accreditation in I don't know, forever or whatever, right? So a lot of teachers left. We had permanent substitute teachers. So we didn't have guidance. They was literally just in there. We would play spades, talk shit, you know what I'm saying, talk to girls the whole time. That's what we did all day in class, right? So we didn't have no guidance towards where we want to be. My mom always would talk about how I didn't even have a counselor that would go, hey, we're going to sit down and come up with a plan. Literally, they tried to send me to some tech schools and stuff, and then I did good on the ASVAB. So I was going to the military.
Right.
And then long story short, because, I was fortunate. I grew up with both parents at the house. So I had both parents at the house, and they said, you're not going to do that. You're going to go to college. And, yeah, they sent me to college. I didn't even want to go to college. So,
damn, you want to go to the military?
I want to go to the military.
You want to get that charger?
Yes, sir. Whatever it was back then. I don't even know what it was back then, but I wanted it, bro. God. Facts.
I swear they probably had the charger some kind of way back then.
Facts,
everybody was getting the same car in the military.
Same car.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so when we actually did graduate high school, right, you say your GPA was a
2.4, man.
We ain't going to bring that back. All right,
sure.
so when we graduate and we go to college,
right?
When did real life hit you?
So real life hit me, I was about 25, 26 years old, and it was the first time I realized I was what I would call a bum. So I was sitting at my apartment, and I realized I was broke. It was the first time. So when you're broke, this is something that a lot of people are going to be able to understand if you really watch. When you're broke your whole life, you don't really understand you broke. You just kind of live through it, and you just this what we doing. And then, you feel me, bro? I know you know what I'm talking about. And then, I got 25, and I realized, oh, no, I'm the person that's getting older, and people make fun of, this an old nigga who's broke.
Right.
And it ain't funny no more.
For sure.
And I was sitting there, and I was like, oh, nah, bro, I can't be broke no more, bro. This it. I can't do it, bro. I can't take it, bro. From
that moment, what did you change in your life?
So I always had a pretty good work ethic when it came to getting money, but then I started working on professionalism. I started leaning away from to my friends, to be honest. That was something that changed. A lot of them noticed, and they would contact me, all the hanging out and stuff. I started cutting down on that. I started closing in on focusing on myself and fixing my situation, because my situation sucked.
So shoot, somebody that's on the couch right now, they broke. They ain't realized it yet. They not realizing that they're BNA.
Right.
And that is a broke nigga associate.
For sure.
They don't know. Give them some advice, Jay.
Biggest thing I can tell you, man, pay attention to your surroundings. My mom would say people got to burn their hand on the stove. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you to change it today, because you're not going to do it. That's the real honesty. But as you grow and you see certain lessons, bro, learn from those lessons. Look at the people around you, bro. When I tell you, people can love you and not be, what's the best way I can say this? They cannot help your life as much as you think. You can have people around you that love you or care for you, and they ain't helping putting no bread in your pocket. They ain't giving you no knowledge, no gain to elevate yourself. Y'all just all in the same condition, repeating the cycle over and over again. So when you look at that, start self-reflecting and look at the people you got around you and assess that. Because even though they care about you, they may not be able to help you get out your environment.
They're powerful. Nah, it's a lot of people that going to listen to that, a lot of people ain't gonna understand that
For sure.
until they actually hit the goddamn rock bottom.
They gotta
so
hit it, bro.
We'll just say that for the niggas that hit rock bottom.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? Now let's get into this, man. Like I want to get into the business, right?
Absolutely.
Because what is your mindset going into purchasing or acquiring to purchase your first location with the shoes?
So at Walmart, we got bonuses as managers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we would get these big bonuses, whatever, most money I ever had in my life.
For sure.
You know, so yeah, come on, bro. So like, we had a little, you know, salary or whatever, but we got these bonuses. So I had been talking for years, like, bro, I'm gonna do the shoe stuff. I'm gonna do YouTube. You know this stuff.
Yeah.
Bryn gave me my first camera. People are like, it's crazy, bro. So you feel me? So like, I got my first camera from bro, but I was talking. I'd be like, I'm gonna do YouTube. I'm gonna do a shoe store. I'm gonna do all this stuff. And long story short, I had the money for the first time where it looked like it might start to be feasible.
Right.
So a Walmart manager talked to me crazy one day when we was at work. My son had broke his arm. He told me I need to worry about the stuff that was happening at Walmart. I wasn't a caregiver for my son. Boom, boom, boom. So I said, fuck it. And I quit. I took the money. I sold every shoe I had. A lot of people don't know I used to have like 280 pair of shoes.
A lot of shoes.
True story. I used to have like 280 pair of shoes. I sold every shoe. Kept a few, you know, like a little bit, and got those funds and said, I'm gonna find somewhere. Little did I know how hard that shit was gonna be though. But yeah, it was hard to find somewhere, bro. But that was the mindset though.
So like, I know you had a lot of shoes. You made a goddamn video.
Yeah.
And the video was like, how long that video was?
An hour.
Yeah, that had many shoes. Yeah, that many shoes.
Yeah.
And that's like them, like your babies.
It's like my babies, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, me personally, I thought you opened a store with your shoes.
Yeah.
I thought you just put all your shit on the wall.
Yeah.
And just like, let's go get it started like this.
Somebody asked me that before, for sure.
Yeah, I thought that what you did.
Yeah.
I never knew that you sold all the shoes. Like, you sold every 200, every pair.
Nah, man, like I probably kept like,
the grails.
my wife would be like, you lying. Yeah, I probably kept like 50. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, I sold like 200 shoes, bro. Shout out to AD. I sold some to AD. Like, bro, I sold a bunch of shoes. 10 and a half.
I ain't seen none of them posted.
Nah. Like I took them to like, shout out to Jared, man. Jared, I sold them to Stusa. Like, I sold a bunch of stuff, dog. Bunch of.
All right, so that's a big move right there. Cause those like that's just like me selling my cameras and all type of crazy.
All of it.
Just to start another business
with
cameras.
Else. Crazy.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
like you said though, sometimes, man, like a lot of people ask me why I did that and they couldn't have done it because some of that stuff is like irreplaceable shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you don't come from that and you have no knowledge of how to obtain this money, it's the only thing I even had in my life that was worth any money, anything.
Yeah.
I ain't had no nice car at the time, none of that stuff. So I had to do something. I ain't understand about credit at this time. I didn't know all this stuff. I'm 30 years old, didn't know nothing about credit.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna just ask you this. So was it an option for you to get a business loan to open a location versus using your actual?
Absolutely. Had no clue.
So you didn't.
Didn't know. This is the ignorant. Yeah, so this is the stuff I'm trying to teach. So that's why I wanted to even get in the door. So I can take it to the people that don't know. It's so many people that don't know this type of stuff. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. Now I'm going to ask you this. This could be a crazy question.
Yeah.
Did you actually seek the knowledge beforehand or you just said, let me just.
No, yeah. So what I did was when I tried to seek the knowledge, I did try to seek the knowledge. I'm not going to say no. Mm-hmm. I tried to seek the knowledge. I would ask people that's near and dear to me, people close or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Nobody had the answer. People would say, I don't know anybody with a business. I can't answer this. I can't answer that. My parents didn't really know too much about certain stuff. The close people to me, partners, nobody has a business to a certain degree, right? Mm-hmm. So there was nobody I could really ask. I could have Googled or whatever, but I didn't really understand. So me thinking, being stupid, I was like, I got enough money. I'm just going to do it. Like, I was like, hey, I got this. You know, we can talk about the numbers, bro, because I actually want people to hear the numbers because he always gets on to me about this. Like, for real, like, letting people know how much. Like, man, so I had $75,000, the most money I ever had in my account at one time in terms of all of it. I had when I got some credit cards, blah, 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 and money. I had about $75,000. Opened up the new store. Overhead was off the charts. It was the worst mistake I ever made doing this. I didn't know what I was doing. Right. I had no clue, bro. I had no clue.
So not knowing what you're doing, because this is actually, you actually got a third location. You really want to get technical.
Yeah. Facts.
So not knowing what you're doing, you have $75,000.
Right.
So your mind like, nigga,
I'm good, bro. This the most money I ever seen. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking like,
I'm
bro,
finna cook.
we good. Like, bro,
Now
75,
I'm gonna ask you this
straight.
too, because
Yeah.
you're not even thinking you're gonna use that whole 75
No.
probably.
No. I'm
Right.
like, bro, I 20, 25. We sit here.
Right.
Then you get in the door and you start realizing shit. A sign to go outside the store, 4,000-5,000. It's real prices. Like people don't know this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like sign 4,000-5,000. Rent. The rent there was $3,250 a month. That means that when you do the security deposit, that's the rent twice.
Right.
So it's $6,500 just to get in the door. You already done spent 10 bands of this 70.
Damn.
And you ain't did nothing but pay the rent and get a sign. That's enough said right there. I ain't even got to explain all of it. So yeah.
And then me knowing, because I know you did the floors in there.
Yeah.
You had to put up the shelves.
Yeah.
That costs money. That'll probably be another 10.
Yeah.
And then you have to actually get the merchandise.
Yep.
And that'll be
Whatever.
it's gonna be, right?
Whatever. Yeah.
So at the end of having your stove set, your wall straight, your floor straight, your counter, everything, how much of that 75 was you left with?
Oh, I had a lot, man. So I probably had about 20. I probably spent 50 to get it right.
Right.
Probably had 20, 25. But it's how fast that went because I didn't understand overhead. I didn't understand credit at the time. It was a lot of stuff I didn't get, right? So it went fast. I had employees. I was paying too much for them at the time. My partners, bro, loved them to death, but it was too much, bro.
Right.
It didn't make sense. And the what I was putting in, I wasn't getting out. So it just didn't line up. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
it wasn't nothing I could really, it didn't matter that I had that much left. It was gone. I'm talking about 3-4 months, man. I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna last. Shit's crazy.
So what was that? What was that down part? What you had to think to yourself whether I continue to do this,
Yeah.
or I go back.
So I was never going back. And I know that sounds crazy because it's just easy to say that now, but I was never going back. I had witnesses that I said that I'm not going back. I failed at the first store. A lot of people don't know this. I failed. I didn't just move here because I wanted to move here. Like, I ain't had no money. So what happened is that I said, all right, now we're going to really see that, like you said, the real hit, and you hit that rock bottom. I said, I really got to learn. So I got a financial advisor. Shout out to Van Wheeler. I got out, you know what I'm saying? I got a finance, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Van, man. Like, I said, I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't understand any of this, bro. So she sat me down, showed me everything I was doing wrong, broke down everything, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. You put this here, you put that there, boom, overhead too high. Go through all this stuff, right? Long story short, I had a little bit of money left. Remember the 50 shoes I told you about?
Right.
Sold the 50 shoes, right? So I said, okay, we're going to sell the 50. We got it, man. We ain't got nothing. We got to sell the 50, right? So I said, I'm going to search for a spot, which is the one we in right now we're recording in. So I'm going to find a spot, got this spot for cheap, built everything out. After selling them 50 shoes, grand opening, I had $20 in my pocket in my bank account on grand opening day. True story.
So with that $20,
Yeah, man.
before we even go there,
Yeah.
in that last location, the
Yes,
store,
absolutely.
how much money did you make? How long did you have that location open?
A year.
And how much money did you make on your first year?
A year. How much money do we make? I have no clue. This is the problem. I had no awareness of how to keep up with it, how to manage it, how to be an owner. I was a manager for, you know this, bro.
Yeah.
One of the best. People tell you, bro, one of the best managers
Which is
ever.
I'm going to tell you what's crazy about this, right?
For sure, man.
So Jay, we both was managers at Walmart.
Facts.
And our job is to keep up with how much money the store
Crazy,
is making.
crazy.
And how much money are we spending on associate?
Right.
Who we need to cut hours with?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What product sells the most? Let me get. So when he telling me this, I'm kind of blown back because he was one of the top managers to even know.
Right.
Okay, oh yeah, we made this much last year. Okay, we shrunk out this much. That means we lost this much money.
Put this person here, put that person here.
Right.
We got enough hours. Yeah.
He was the
all
guy.
that. Yeah, facts.
So he telling me
But
this. I'm like,
what happened is that when somebody else is, what I learned real fast is when somebody else is making the system and they already got the system in place, it's real easy to follow that dotted line and be like, oh man, yeah, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3.
Right.
Right. And I need to know all these things in these steps. When you got to make the rule book, it's a whole different thing, man. So I had to make the rule book, man.
that is very interesting. Like, when you start a business for people, just based off of what happened on the first location,
Right.
give the people advice. For anybody out there just finna buy a building, they ain't bought it yet. They just have crazy amount of money in their pocket,
Yeah.
and they finna buy a building for their business.
They're not gonna listen, man. I'm telling you, but I'm gonna tell them. Like,
Yeah.
when I say they're not gonna listen, I want y'all to please listen.
It's a clip.
Yeah, it's hard, man, because you like shiny things. You want it to be beautiful. Get a spot that is small with low overhead. Even if it was big, if
What
it's
do
got
overhead
low
mean?
overhead. So overhead to be how much it costs, lights, rent, insurance. Ask about the insurance beforehand, because if it's an older building, if it's a high crime rate, all these things matter. It's gonna be high. Like, if your overhead is high, meaning what you have to spend to keep the spot open, do not buy it. That's how I messed up. It was just, I was spending too much money to what I could even possibly make as a first year business.
So you wouldn't make it enough to even take care of utilities.
Nope.
Basically what you're saying.
Had to sell my own personal stuff, clothes, just, hustling. And I don't want to hustle, man. You got to change from hustle to business.
What's your mindset at this time? What's your mental health like?
In terms of what?
Like, you going through this, because this can be considered a financial struggle. So
Yeah.
you're going through this financial struggle. You had a great job. You had stuff going on. So what's your mindset going into, man, I ain't doing what I think I need to be doing?
So like I said, a lot of people that know how I'm built are gonna know I'm not lying when I say this. I was frustrated but not worried. I wasn't worried because I kind of know me. I kind of am the person that finds no way when it, finds a way when it looks like it's no way.
For sure.
I was frustrated because I thought I could save my partners, and I realized that I had to learn how to save myself before I could even worry about somebody else. And I didn't even know what I was doing with myself. And I'm sitting over here trying to, man, we all gonna be on. We eating.
Right.
Mitch, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm on my Mitch and Ace. Like, it's like, nah, that ain't it, bro. It ain't. You don't even know what you're doing. I had no clue what I was doing, and I already was telling people we on. We done did it. With
Right.
75,000, I thought I was rich, dog. It's crazy.
Damn.
Crazy, bro.
Back to the advice.
Yeah.
I got 75,000 myself.
Yeah.
I'm finna get a building. I know about the overhead.
Right.
What else do I need to do to make sure I don't fail at this?
Shout out to my partner, man. Get somebody, right? I go to personal counseling too, man. Get somebody who is older than you. You got to understand why I'm saying this. Get somebody who is older than you, because wisdom is knowledge learned over time. So get somebody older and wiser and start talking to them about life. Fuck the business. So they're going to tell you the things to line up in your life to help things fall into place with the business. If you have nobody to lean on during this, a lot of times we use our little friends stuff, but like I said, a lot of them are in our same position or don't have as much wisdom, or we're the wise one of them friends. We're the one who's leading these friends. You see what I'm saying? So how you have nobody to lean on in a sense. So you got to find an older mentor type that can talk to you about life, tell you what to do. Do this, line this up. Have you taken care of this? Have your kid? Like, it's all the other stuff. See, people think it's just the business stuff. The hardest thing I've had to struggle with is work-life balance, right? House not being in order, and I'm worried about coming up here, right? So I got a partner, shout out to Dane, man. Like, he keeps me on track with that.
Right.
Like, fuck all that. Are you good? Do you need to take a day off? Because I don't take day off. You see what I'm saying? So do you need to take a day off? Do you need to take a breather? You know what I'm saying? Go hit the bar real quick. Go hoop, whatever, right?
Right.
Because it's all the other stuff that help you be successful. It's not just, are you in the books and do you know the fight? Like, it's so much. So it take a team, it take a village. So get you an older person. That's the best thing I can tell people. Get an older person with some wisdom to give you some free game, some knowledge about life. Because the people around you, they know just as much as you a lot of time.
Hey,
Yeah.
you preaching, man.
Come on, man.
I need people to hear this though. You know.
I hope they hearing it, bro. You know,
I need
I hope
people to
they
hear
hearing it. My
Now-
wife said I talk too much, but yeah, I hope they
Man,
hearing
they
it.
were
bro.
fun.
You feel me?
We party. You know
feel
what I'm
me?
saying? Like you
Yeah.
got to get to them, bro, because a lot of people do digital stores for the
Right.
fear of opening up an actual location of failing.
Everybody was scared. So, man, that's
Yeah.
part of the story too, man. Like, I tell everybody this, man. Love y'all to death. Everybody told me no.
Yeah.
There's not. I'm talking about my loved ones.
I would have told you no because I don't have the knowledge on
Yeah.
even if this can be a successful thing.
Yeah, exactly. They told me no. They was like, bro, you're tripping, bro.
Right.
You feel me? And we ain't gonna say like we done made it and it's over and we ain't gotta work hard no more. But
right, we gotta work harder now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's like, man, we getting to it, but you know, like everybody said no. They said you tripping. This ain't it. This ain't the move. Yeah, bro. Like it's a battle doing the entrepreneurship thing, man. It's different.
Now, all right. So we at the first location. You had this spot for how many years now?
This one, I had this one since October 2022.
Yeah, that's a long time
for sure.
So, what was your best year in here? Because now you should know your finances and things of that nature.
So the best year, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna talk about just the financial part, like, but we can get into that though. I just want to tell you the best and why it was the best. It's something that the mentor told me once again. So I realized I could do it by myself when everything was in chaos and nothing was looking good. Like I said, I had $20 in my bank account when I opened up here, so it was the first year. Mm-hmm. I had $20 in my bank account. I had minimal assistance with getting the store open. My best friend died the same month that we opened it, my best friend died, right? So I knew once I made it through that first year, no matter what gets thrown at me, I could find a way to do it, dog.
Fight through it.
Every time, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this too, cause first and I can kind of see some of the things, cause when he first opened the first location, I see a lot of people in there. It's like, like all these people work here. That's crazy. This nigga making this type of money. We
It was hood, man. It was hood, bro.
It
was hood,
and everything.
Yeah, it was hood.
It was the vibe. And then I here.
Yeah.
I probably seen a couple people, but like, mostly seen him.
What you think about the third one?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, look, yeah.
You know, I mostly seen him, so I'm like, okay, maybe he thinking a little bit. I ain't finna be paying these niggas. I can do this shit by damn. Cause that's one, first thing I'm thinking. The first location, like, nigga, you know how many hours I used to work at Walmart? I would have did this shit myself.
Yeah.
What employees, nigga? I'm finna do everything in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe he looking out for the homies. Boom. Yeah. Second location, I seen a lot of him. Didn't see that many employees. And then later on, like this year, okay, I started seeing employees. I come and get the shoe. I'm like, this nigga ain't even here to give me the shoe.
Yeah.
Somebody, all right, cool. Jay told me to get this shoe for this price, whatever.
Yeah.
Boom. And then go to the new location. Okay, boom. It looked like, okay, we settled down.
Right.
We got people in place.
Right.
The right people. We moving pieces around. Okay, they're my employee of them. We got an employee of them. What?
Yeah. Right.
Right. So like I'm just looking at the progression.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With me being a shopper.
Absolutely.
At his facility, because most of my shoes come from Jay. You know
what
I'm saying? When he put some shit up there, y'all see me with any kind of Yeezy, it came from Jay.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely does a great job of marketing, because the thing that he do with the damn story, as simple as it may be, if I see a price and I like, hey Jay, man, put it to the side.
Put it to the side.
You know what I'm saying? I see the money right now.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So and he be having some grails on there, and I want to commend you too, because I want to get into your mindset of giving away free shoes. Talk about it, man. You do a lot of events where it could be giving back to the kids, back to school, Christmas, whatever holiday going on. Me, I could say what I think, but you tell me what's your mindset on like doing that.
So man, it's simple. A customer, I wish I could remember who you are. They came in here one time and they told me, they said, you ain't forgot where you came from. And that's it, bro. That's the best way I can put that. This ain't to talk about nobody else, whatever. I love all y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Right. You get into this stuff, bro. These people come in here, they spend all this money with you. They get you in the position where things look good and you can start buying little things for yourself and all that. Don't forget about where you came from. That's all it is, man.
And he being real humble right now, because he don't understand, like, it's a lot of businesses, or even like small business, black-owned businesses around the area. Ain't nobody finna give away nothing free. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not even a free slice of pizza. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you cooking for these people at the same time. Dame on the grill. Dang. He grilling it up. He got the what you had going, the onion junk going on with the
hamburgers. Come on,
feel
man.
me? Like all type of mixtures. So what is the process of you even acquiring this merchandise to give away for free? Is this something that people donated, or is this something that you just had and you couldn't sell?
So we have been getting donations. The more I've been doing it, of course, people are going to start contributing. They got similar thought patterns and hearts. They're going to be like, hey, I'm going to contribute. I'm going to put this in there. But really, it's just like, bro, we'll have some stuff, and I'll be like, man, that's been sitting here. Bro, give it to somebody. So right. I take from myself, because we ain't got to get super deep and biblically, but he'll tell you, bro, that's all I talk about, bro. It's the teachings and the thought pattern of like, bro, like it's an equal opposite reaction to everything in life, bro.
Right.
So I just believe that these people are literally, if the people don't come here and patronize me, I don't have anything. Right. Literally, why wouldn't I give something back to them that they don't got to work? If you see people's faces, bro, it don't matter who you are. You could be the most dark dude in the world that don't want to give back and stuff, bro. For sure. When you see these people's faces during Christmas, when they come out of here and they got their kids something and they ain't have to spend all that money, because I ain't forgot what it was like, right, when you couldn't get everything you wanted when you was young.
For sure.
And they able to get something, because to them kids, bro, if I could have got some dirty J's when I was young, I was happy, bro. It didn't matter.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
So yeah.
And that's major, bro, because like I say, people don't think about that. And while we on that subject too, forgetting where you came from. For sure. If you had to give your past self some advice, right? You know what I'm saying? Before you became who you are today and where you at, what would you say to your younger self?
Stop trying to be cool. Concentrate on. I always been true to myself. But when I say trying to be cool, I spent a lot of time talking to people that I knew didn't want more in life. Mm-hmm. But it's the people I know, and it's from what I'm from, and it's who I identify with. Spend more time talking to people that want to do something with themselves, bro. Because I would have picked it up a lot faster. It wouldn't be old Jay sitting here to talk to you, bro. Right. You feel me? I waited too long to start surrounding myself with people that wanted to do something with their life. That's all it is, bro.
Dang.
For sure, man.
That deep, you know what I'm saying? For sure. I still ain't surrounding myself by people that want to do something. You stupid, man. I was just playing. Yeah, man. So that's deep. I want to say the second location in Macon, Georgia.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We had a successful location here. When did things start going right for you here to where you say, let me open up a second location?
It's a deep question, man. Like, some of these questions sound simple, but they real deep, man.
They complex. I want you to speak, because I'm giving you the room to let you cook.
So, long story short, the money started looking right. Mm-hmm. So when I say the money started looking right, not in terms of the bank account, it was what was rolling in weekly. So weekly, I'm looking at it. I'm actually understanding how to look at the numbers and stuff. The previous year, I know what I made. I know what I took home, right? So I started looking at stuff, and I'm like, hold on. There's a ceiling on everything. We noticed we was at Walmart. Right. There's a ceiling. A Walmart can only make so much money. Any given Walmart. That's why they build them across town. You'll be like, because you could be like, well, I ain't going to build another one because this one making whatever, right? But they'll build it right down the street over, right? Got one on Watson. It's one on Russell. Because it only can make so much. So I realized in a minute, right? So I'm like, we got to get another store. We got to expand. Because it's the only way I'm going to reach what I really want to reach and my goals that I really want to reach. So,
Facts.
That was mindset.
Because me looking at it, shit, if I'm doing great at this one location, let's drive more traffic here.
No, absolutely. Right. Absolutely. So, no, you're absolutely correct. And see, you can get more traffic here. Is that I saw the plateau coming. Mm-hmm. So like plateau just bro. The flat line it's coming. So we do have a website and stuff coming, which is gonna pick, but that's for the business. That's not really this location. Right. So I saw the plateau coming to where the numbers I'm seeing, right? Excuse me. Like last year, for instance, in sales, this isn't what I took home. In sales, last year, this store, right, this small place, did like 650,000, right, in sales. So I'm looking at the numbers and I'm like, yeah, this gonna plateau in a minute. And it may sound crazy. People like, no, you can get a meal out of there. Mm-hmm. I don't, because it's only so many shelves. It's only so much price. It's only so much you can charge people. Mm-hmm. It's only so much. That's the other thing. I try to be fair. I get it, man. Like we're reselling bodies, but I try to be fair. Right. So I saw a plateau coming. So I said, I'm gonna have to make a 2.0 right? Or you know, just for kicks improved, right? The stuff I done learned, whatever, blah, blah. Right. So I was like, it's time. It was just time, bro. It was just time.
What made you fall in love with shoes?
The first thing that made me fall in love with shoes was, and this gonna sound crazy, but it was women. So when I was young, bro, it was a dude, I don't know bro name. I was in middle school, Adamson Middle School, right? It's in the hood. Dude had on some Flint blue 13s, man. Insert a picture of that, bro.
For sure.
You feel me? The Flint 13s, right? He had them on every girl in middle school. Boom, 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 saying this and that. So I asked my mom, we ain't have it. Everybody got this story, you know, everybody got the side story. We ain't have it, right? So what got me in the shoes the first time was, I'm gonna get the females. So I was like, I gotta have the right shoes. I gotta be fitted up. I gotta be clean. I gotta da. Now after that, I became what I call like a sneaker connoisseur. Like I started looking at it like, oh man, to me a shoe is the most important thing with your fit.
Facts.
Like a lot of people, you know, outside of a haircut for a man, like a good shoe,
they looking at
you can
feet.
ask a girl, bro, y'all comment in the comments, what you looking at? Looking at your feet first. They're looking at a dude's shoes. If you watch a Pop the Balloon show, they're looking down at the dude's shoes. Haircut, then the shoes. You feel me? So it's like the biggest accessory you can have on, in my opinion. So I just fell in love with it, bro. But yeah, it started from that first thing of like, I didn't want that feeling. I wanted to get that and had that feeling that I saw. And I was like, bro, like, I got to figure out how to get that. And then, like, yeah, after that, it was just, I just love shoes, bro. I love them.
Before the pursuit of purchasing your store, was you selling shoes here and there? Like,
yeah, man. So I was always like, when I say reselling, like I would buy something and then I might sell it to somebody else or whatever. If it didn't really fit, I was just buying it or whatever, squeezing my foot. You know, it's the old days, bro. Squeezing my foot in something just so I could say I had it, whatever it might be. Man, I was always selling stuff, bro. I'm a natural hustler, bro. Like anybody that know me, I'll sell anything, can sell anything, or hustle, outwork anybody. That's what I do. Like last year I worked 366, bro. So I like to work, bro. Working don't bother me. Yeah, it was leap year last year, bro. You feel me? every day,
you gotta
bro.
throw that in there.
Every day, bro.
Nah, you be working every day for sure.
Every day.
But like getting into that, the love of the sneakers. When you was selling your sneaker, what's the most you sold a shoe for?
Shout out Jay the sneaker guy. Jay, comment if it is. I can't remember. It was either 4 or 5 bands. It was the Off-White Chicago's, dead stock. I sold it before Virgil died. If I would have waited when Virgil passed away, it would have been 10 bands.
Damn.
But yeah, 4,000-5,000. I can't remember what it was. It was something around there. Jay brought me cash. Shout out to Jay, man.
Yeah, this one of the shoes that was in his collection.
For sure.
They had that. Yeah, that's
brand new. Never worn. I was scared to wear it. It cost so much money, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's still an iconic shoe.
Facts. Yeah.
That changed the game for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying. Speaking of that, who is your most like what's your favorite sneaker brand? You know what I'm saying.
Favorite sneaker brand, man.
And then within that, get them your favorite sneaker collab.
Ooh. Sheesh, you had some good questions. Favorite sneaker brand? I'm actually gonna go Nike and not Jordan. I'm a huge like random Nike person. Like a lot of people don't know this. The shoes out there be so lame, ain't nobody gonna care. But like, bro, like one of my favorite shoe collabs ever, bro, is CDG. Come on, Dave Garcon. Yep. They got an Air Max 180. It's black and pink, and it's just like the greatest shoe. Like. Whoa. It's just like, yeah, it's like random stuff like that. I love, bro. It don't be a lot of Jordan stuff all the time. Like, I got J's and all that, but like, it don't always be the Jordans, bro.
For sure.
For sure.
What shoe made you the most money as far as like as a store? I'm selling this like a bag of chips. Like it don't matter if I buy this shoe a million times.
Right now?
Yeah.
Metallic 5s.
Metallic 5.
Jordan Metallic 5s right now, man. The 5s, bro. That shoe. I ain't never seen nothing like it, bro. This shoe's crazy, bro. Seriously, like it is. I'm talking about they sell like easy. Don't matter what you selling them at, bro. Right. They just buy it. They don't care.
Damn.
Yeah.
I would think like the 11s or something.
Nah, bro. Like you'll think the Christmas 11s, but it ain't, bro. Like yeah, you got cool grades and stuff came out of my first store and stuff like that, but them 5s, bro, they instant, quick.
Rank your top 3 sellers in your store, like and by like the design. So whether it be like a Force or a Jordan 11 or a Dunk or
Jordan 4 is number 1. Jordan 4 is number 1. easily. Now, if you're talking about in and out and not just quantity, in and out, white forces is gonna be number 2. Any iteration, any form, you got Supreme Forces or the regular white. Like I said, Jordan 4s. After that, man, I can't get them out of my head. I'm gonna go back to them 5s, bro. It's so recent. I can't get it. Like they selling.
What about
crazy,
the Dunks?
Man.
Dunks was a crazy run.
They was hot when they was hot, but
not
like
hot no more?
they so bad now that I can't put them in there. Like,
Whoa.
it's so bad now.
They not moving.
They don't move, bro. You can't sell no Dunks, bro.
I remember I bought some Dunks from this guy for $250.
Yeah,
It
man.
was just some milk Dunks.
Yeah,
Just like
some random stuff.
I'm looking at myself like, why? Did I pay that?
Now you can't sell a dunk for $150. You can't sell a dunk for $150 now, bro. Crazy.
It's great. I ain't never really spent that much money on a force. A force is a nothing. I said, why am I paying this much for a dunk? Like,
Yeah.
What is going on? Can you sell a dunk for that price now?
No, so you can with a SB. That's the skateboarding ones with the thicker tongue.
Right.
You can with them like the Orange Lobster, all
They'll
that type
never
of stuff.
die.
Yeah, them they been hot since forever. You feel me? So
They'll
like
never
them,
die.
but that regular dunk, ain't nobody buying that regular dunk, man. Nah.
How do you deal with like, so I'm in the business of videography, right?
Absolutely.
And I was just telling Dane this other day, you go down the bread aisle, it's different. It's everybody, it's all bread,
Right.
but it's different brands.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You sell shoes. You literally sell the same shoes that the next man sell. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You might have a little bit of, you might have some here and there. It's rare. How do you deal with competition? And do they become your peers, your friends?
Yeah, man,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
So like I learn from them. So this dude, bro, we got some the beautiful part about where we at, bro. We got, now I swear by it, I don't care. I don't know about no other area. We got some of the best resellers ever, bro.
For sure.
I done learned from all of them, man. Shout out to all y'all boys, man. Like they done taught me so much about like the passion, the stick to it, like just to keep going and getting it, bro. Like they taught me a lot, man. Like I learned from, I ain't gonna say everybody's name, so I apologize for it, but like AD, man, putting everybody on in his store when we first started, bro. Like everybody can come up there and work. Everybody can come up here and learn and get knowledge. People ain't doing that, man.
Right.
I'm telling you, bro. You feel me? Dude like Jared, watching how he sells and how he goes out there and he's unafraid of like the moment in a sense. Like, I'm here, what you gonna do? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Bear, when it came to prices, man. Like Bear, like his stuff be high. We were just laughing the other day about it. Like Bear stuff used to be, I'm talking about off the charts high. But he said somebody will pay for it. And I've had to learn that with my business, right? We try to be fair and our stuff ain't that high, but somebody will pay for it. So when you look at all these other people and what they've taught me, they really just like, I learned and grabbed something from everybody. Every lesson, bro. Like, yeah, they just taught me a lot, bro. That's the best thing I can say about it.
And I would say more so than the other stores. I haven't been to all the establishments. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a couple of them. You have some rare clothes in here too.
Absolutely.
Like it be some shit in here. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is new shit.
Let's talk about it. This is something Dame want to talk about right here. Let's talk about this. So the clothing thing, man. Shout out to Dame. So the clothing thing is, and when I say all, he gonna say I'm tripping. It's all Damon.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't believe in clothes.
Right.
I hadn't seen it in our local area be successful at that point in time. Now you got places like 6 Ave that's real good with it and stuff like that.
Fire.
Yeah, dope. Like, I didn't believe in it. He would always tell me this. I'm talking about long since the first one, bruh. The clothes is the money. The clothes, dang, please just leave me alone. I'm trying to. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to pay these bills, bro. The clothes, bro. Shout out to Mezzy, man. My boy Tay Mezzy. He from Macon, man. He got a clothing brand.
Fire.
Tay threw what it was named the jackets. He threw the jackets in here, man. The Uncle Ice from Paid in Full, the jackets, right? Bro, I made so much money on that product. I looked at Dane, I said, Jesus. Like I was like, bro, I just made blase blah 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 off this. I'm talking about it was just some jackets, bro. And I'm talking about they were like, then next thing you know, he dropped his stuff. Boom, boom, boom. I'm telling you, I'm eating, bro. He giving me a higher percent than other people because I was charging the same percent on shoes as clothes, and I realized you can charge more on clothes. Like the clothing thing, when I say it came from Dame, it's because I didn't believe in it, and he forced me to say I'm a dabble in it. And I feel like if I never opened that door, I don't know when I would have found it out. I don't know if it would have been too late. I don't know what that means.
Right.
But it was like the perfect timing and the perfect lineup to where he was like, bro, them clothes, bro, is what's going to get you paid. Bro, we sell more clothes than we do shoes, bro.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Damn. Now, I'm going to ask you this, though, because consolidation, I don't even know if this is the right word. Is that the right word? Consolidate? Or
What it is.
And I'm not even using the right word.
People to hear consignment.
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 Boom. All right, boom. Consignment. Is that the same thing you do with the clothes?
Yeah. So
for
a lot of them,
brand and stuff.
Yeah. So a lot of them's consigned. So you got like, you got local people who had a local brand. A lot of them's consigned stuff, more the Heat, your Hellstar, all those type of clothes like that. Yeah, it's the same thing, man. It's a simple algorithm, but
wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me bring you back. Let me set this up. Let me set
Go
this
ahead.
up proper. You deal with a lot of local brands,
right,
as well as established brands.
Absolutely.
Consignment.
Yeah.
Kind of explain, how do people get their merchandise in your store if need be, and how do the percentages work for them?
All right, so a person comes in, you know, I get it a lot. It happens a lot. They say, man, I got a brand. I'm trying to push my brand, blah, blah, blah. I love that. I say, all right, man, you got a social media. Shoot me the social media. Hit me up. Bring, you know, a sample of the product, man. Let's make sure that's good quality. You got to spend your time on it or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Now, one thing, Dame will tell you something that I do and a lot of people disagree with. Mm-hmm. I give a lot of people a chance because, see, your opinion of something, right now, there's certain quality and certain standards, of course. Like, it's not going to get crazy. You're not going to be able to bring them a scribbled on t-shirt and be like, hey, please sell it.
For sure.
But what I'm saying is like, there is your opinion, my opinion, whoever opinion, you don't know what the people are going to do, right? So I give people a chance and I let them see, because what we don't have a lot of times, this is something that I feel real deep about, people don't give people a chance. So they're going to learn more. Remember that realness we were talking about, bro?
Come on.
That realness is, I'll throw it in here for a week. When you sell 0 or 2 weeks, when you sell 0, whatever, and I say, hey, bro, you got to come get it. I might have already thought it was going to happen. Mm-hmm. When I say, hey, bro, you got to come get it, ain't nobody talking about it, ain't nobody asking, nothing. You ain't had no inquiries, blah, blah, blah. You got the realness now to know it's not ready.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I give people opportunities even when the brand might be something that I would consider a little below par of where it needs to be, because that's what's going to get that person better. And then they're going to forget that you gave them that opportunity or that chance. Come on, man. That's real, because we all been there. Dame, when Dame first brought some clothes, what I told you, Dame, talk off camera. I said, hey, bro, you can take that back home.
But that Jay, though, Jay going to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
like,
I'm going to tell you the truth. It wasn't it. But once he got that thing right, you feel me?
Ain't one of the best in the game.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Now, how does the percentages work on the clothes? They don't get paid until they sell, right? We know that. But how much of a percentage
we do 20%. So, like, clothes is 20%. So, you sell something for $100, you get $80 back. So, now, if you come in with your brand and you got your own price, in a sense, we kind of do that same type of method. So, we'll add a dub. You get what I'm saying? Right. So it'd be like same thing. So if you want $80 back, we sell it for $100, because that's still 20%.
Right.
It's the best way I can explain it.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
So with that, because you're not really taking a loss, they're just taking up real estate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really a hassle to
talk about it.
And
And people don't view it like that. They're not thinking or viewing it like that. They're like, bro, I could be selling something else right there.
Yeah.
Bro, every piece ain't gonna sell every day. Like, you didn't have nothing else to put right there. Apparently, if you could stick something in there,
you would have.
So yeah, you would have put it right there. So they bring they 3 shirts, they 5 shirts or whatever. Try it out, bro. You know, don't nobody say nothing. You know, post it. Don't nobody say nothing. Hey, bro, you know, blah, blah, blah. They can go back to their drawing table, bro. They might come back and be the best. I can tell you, a lot of people, when we start out, what I just said, I failed at the first store. Mm-hmm. I dare anybody to say I'm not decent at it now. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm decent, right? So that person could come back and still be better at what they do in their craft. But when you just shoot them down from the beginning, you know, especially as black people, we should understand that, knowing about opportunity. I ain't even get a chance to be a manager. I ain't get a chance to be a whatever. You feel me? You give me a shot, I'm going to show you.
I'm going to kill it.
I'm going to show you.
Now, I'm going to ask you this too.
For sure.
What's your most sold shirt brand in the store?
Most sold shirt brand. What does that mean?
Or overall, clothing brand. My bad. Clothing brand.
Clothing brand. Overall, like ever?
Overall.
They going to think I'm lying because he's sitting right here. BVA?
BVA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now is that because he bringing in that much volume? Or like,
yeah, so it's a bunch of factors. So everybody doesn't have $200 or 2 Hellstar. We sell Hellstar shirts for like $300 when they was hot. everybody done had that money to spend on that, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? So we got pieces that are less or whatever. Shout out to Ruler Attire. Ruler Attire has a shirt that sells a lot too, right? So you had that 65 to 75 price point to where a lot of people are willing to spend that on a nice shirt, right? To where, yeah, that's still kind of high, but a lot of people are willing to spend that. So what happens is you get a quality shirt, good price, right? The print's nice. You got a good design on it or whatever. It's unbeatable because everybody can't spend so they want to fit. They're going out. They're going to the club. They're going wherever they're going. Come on, bro. Everybody ain't spending $200 on a shirt. So it helps to push it because it's like, here go a great alternative right here.
That's major. So even with the brands coming in, they're bringing their merchandise in, you see that it's selling. What makes you not say, I need to make my own shit?
So I got a real, I don't know if I want to get that deep on this podcast, bro. We got to do a part 2, bro. We got to do a part, for real, bro. We got to do a part 2 one day, man. We'll let this, but we got to do a part 2, bro. I don't know if I want to get that deep on it, but my thing is when I drop a clothing brand, bro, I want it to mean something, bro. I don't just want a cash grab, bro. So a lot of people tell you that know me, bro. I'm not a greedy dude. So like, of course I like money. We're not gonna sit here and act like I don't like money. I'm not a greedy dude, so I'm not just gonna do a cash grab. Yeah, it will make business sense and financial sense to get one. But when I drop it, I want it to mean something, bro. Like I'm talking about me now. I'm not judging nobody else. I don't like when people just drop stuff and it's some trash, bro. And like you don't really care about it. You just try to go get some money off your name and stuff. I don't want to do that. I want my thing to last, bro. So when I do it, I'm gonna really do it. So that's where I'm at with it.
That's love. Now,
for sure.
My other question is too, acquiring a Hellstar in some of the brands that are popping in the underground world.
Absolutely.
How are we getting this?
Yeah, so now we're getting to the questions that matter. This is a great question, right? So we do not sell fake stuff. Everything is official, like a ref with a whistle. So the way we acquire stuff is first we become knowledgeable about the product, right? Hellstar, everybody knows they have a tag inside, takes you to a specific website. They started faking the website getting different. Yeah, they started getting different websites and it's not the exact same one, right? So we learn and become very knowledgeable about our product. Now with the consigners, I got trusted consigners, right? We have tiers here at the store. So we have tier 1 consigners that I trust on certain levels that, of course, I'm still going to follow up behind them. Walmart, we know.
Yeah, for sure.
Feel me? We're going, sound good. Let me see, right? So I go behind them. I trust them, but I verify, right? So long story short, bro, we become knowledgeable about our product. And I say that with any business, like you got to become knowledgeable about your product. That's why you'll see, and of course there's always going to be flaws. I'm not saying because that'll come back to bite me, somebody going to play this. We don't sell fakes, and then it's going to be something slipped through randomly or whatever. Right. But bro, like when I tell you you're not going to hear that in the streets that we sell fake stuff, bro, you're not going to hear it because we spend the diligence to go, we're going to look at this, we're going to look at that. We're going to go through this. We're going to go look at it. Like, bro, we got apps and everything. Because he's selling
$300 Hellstars.
Yeah, bro.
So
yeah, bro. I ain't playing with folks like that, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how you get hit. You feel me? I'm not playing with people like that.
You know what I'm saying? So he had to authenticate the merchandise. So basically, you have somebody that goes seek these.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I verify behind that, right? Right. So I check what they bought after that. And then right? To make sure, I try to make myself knowledgeable too and not just trust what they saying.
Okay, so in your store, period, how often do you get fake stuff and have something slip through the cracks and you
that we actually sell?
No. Let me line you up. So how much fake stuff that came through the store that you had to decline, and then has anything slipped through the cracks and you managed
5 to 10 times a week, every week, absolutely. A lot of people are intentionally
Do
bringing
they know, though?
Yeah, a lot of people are intentionally bringing it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Now, are they shoes, clothes? Like Both.
Yeah, especially shoes.
Especially
shoes. So, yeah, it happens every week, man. We got earlier this week, moving too fast. Pair of yellow Thunder 4s. I threw them in the back. There's nothing now. I give it away on Free Friday. Even on Free Friday, I label it as it's a replica. I just give it away. That's one of the things we're talking about. Like, I just give it away to some kids that don't care, it doesn't bother them, blah, blah, blah. They'll be happy, right? So, yeah, man, we get it all the time, bro. Like, it happens a lot, bro. Moving too fast. You might go through something. Then when I come and I do my double check and I'm checking through it, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Right? Oh, yeah, that's the one.
So you can look at a Jordan. Yeah. How fast it take you to know that this shit fake?
Some things are a little bit slower than others. We ain't gonna sit here and lie on no podcast, but it don't take long, bro. Like, it don't take as long as what you think. Like, bro, it when you've seen it so many times,
right?
You know, bro.
Just know.
Like, you just know. You done seen it too many times.
It gotta be some kind of skill, cause like people can just look. Oh, this ain't it.
People be amazed. They be like, how can you tell? Like, the people that really don't know, they be like, how can you tell? I be like, bro, like, I look at it. Think about you look at this thing every day. For 4 years, I've been not like, we ain't gonna talk about collecting the shoes. 4 years, I've been selling it and having to have it in mass quantity and sell it. Like, I look at it every day. I can feel it and be like,
nothing never slipped through the cracks and you sold something
never.
fake.
Find the story. I'll wait.
Nah. Now, it was one story.
Yeah.
Did they purchase it from here? I'm not sure.
No, you talking about the Cam situation.
For sure.
No, shout out to Cam, man. So Cam, right? The shoe wasn't even fake. That's the whole. This is the whole other part of the story.
Fake?
It was never fake.
Damn.
This is what's crazy. So it's an older version. So Cam bought an older version of the shoe. You know how they change them? So to come out in like 2015, it'll be this way.
Right.
Then when they drop it in 2025, they put different materials and stuff. This was an older version from like 2008. It had the thing on it, so it didn't look like the newer one. So he like, oh, it ain't right. The shoe never came from here. The thing is that I have people who be around, like, that come up here, get knowledge, game, whatever. So the dude hit me up like, bro, he brought this from. I was like, bro, you ain't buy that from me, bro.
They kind of tied together.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know.
word,
So
word,
when you giving out this is a life lesson. When you giving out game and mentorship, be ready for, like I said before, there's always an equal opposite reaction, right? Those people, in a sense, become tied to you, right? So I would do it all over again, right? Like I would do that and show love to people and try to give and put people on and stuff 1,000,000 times. But you got to understand, they're always tied to you. Yeah. It's always going to be this your man.
It's a part of your brand. You know
always,
what I'm saying?
bro. It don't matter.
Now, how do you feel about fakes personally? Would you wear anything fake?
Hate them.
A fake T-shirt.
Hate them.
A fake hat.
Hate it.
Fake chain.
Hate it.
Fake watch.
Hate it. My earrings real too. Hate it, dog.
So nothing. So why you stand so firm on authenticity?
And it's not judging nobody else, man. So I got friends that don't care about it. I got loved ones that could give a damn.
Right.
Me personally, like, I know how hard it is to acquire the real thing. I'm one of those people that I actually don't believe in the fake it till you make it, bro. You know how long I drove, broke down, busted cars and stuff. Like, my personality and how I believe is that you work hard to get certain things or attain certain things so you can have the real thing, right? And it's not to prove to other people. It's about an achievement. I feel like you cheat yourself when you go, I'll just lie and say, I have this and that, and I have the shiny, and you're lying. No, wouldn't it be better a lesson? Wouldn't it be a better lesson for yourself to be like, I'm gonna try really hard to get that real thing so I can really achieve something, instead of going, well, I'm gonna lie to the whole world and say I got it. That's crazy.
This ain't new for Jay, because he stood on that ever since I know him.
Forever, bro.
He's been on that ever since I know him.
Yeah.
Now, you have the Chinese TikTok creators. They are coming out and saying that the merchandise that Louis Vuitton and Gucci that are saying made in Paris or made in London is really made in China.
Right.
They just ship it there so they can put the label.
Put the label on it that says it's made there. I know. I know it's true. It's true.
But wait. Hold on.
Listen.
The fake shoes.
Right.
I don't wear fake shoes either, but the fake shoes.
Can I get that out there?
I just want to say that I might wear some fake shirts now.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
saying the shoes, I try to keep it authentic.
For sure.
But the shoes are made in the same factory as the real shoes, technically.
It's not always the same factory, same area,
you get what I'm
same
saying?
district. It'll be like a factory across the street, whatever.
The quality,
same materials, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Right. So why? It's just a label.
Yeah, it is.
Why is it so serious for you to not dabble in the fake shoes?
So, like, let me give you an example, right? It's the best way I can say it. It's the best way I've said it before, right? This is all I got. This is all I can give you, and it's just for people to think. It's rhetorical kind of. If people told you, right, they said, man, I got this Lambo, bro. It go, 250. You know what I'm saying, bro? It get to it, bro. Gas mileage about the same, bro. It ain't too good on gas, bro. It get you there, bro. It's fast, bro. We got the Lambo sign on it, dog. Got the spoiler, bro. You feel me? The doors, the doors do all that, bro. But we made that bit in Jamaica. You feel me? You gonna drive that real fast? Just something to think about. It's nothing wrong with Jamaicans. I just made up a place. You feel me? That came out crazy. You feel me? It's nothing wrong with Jamaicans, right?
I'm just thinking like
Jamaicans is wild. And they like, oh, I ain't shopping with this nigga.
What the bomb with Clyde?
I'm not shopping. You know my mind. But look, listen. Yeah, listen. They don't make cars. So yeah, like, listen, they run fast. They don't make cars. You feel me? So, bruh, when you look at that, bruh, I just look at it like, when I'm getting it direct from where it's supposed to be sourced from,
For sure.
I'm more trustworthy of the product, how the product will perform, how the product will hold up. These things matter to me. It could be the furthest thing from the truth, but I'm just telling you, I wouldn't go buy that car, dog. I wouldn't push that thing. When I hit that gas pedal, I'd be scared the engine gonna fall out, dog. It's great.
I ain't gonna grill him on it because I really want to dig into
Nah,
it.
man, we gotta talk, man. We gonna talk, bro. It's gonna be a part 2, man. We gonna talk.
But I ain't gonna do it to him because you know what I'm saying. We gonna
for sure.
We gonna save this.
We gonna
you
save
know what I'm saying? Because I had to get the real shit out before we get into the joke. Cause I really want to talk about the sports and shit. You know, we be going at it.
That's what we talk about.
We'll say that for part 2.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But before I get you out of here though,
For sure.
a couple more things actually.
All right.
Why we not doing a podcast?
Yeah, man. So I got a saying about myself, bro. I am the hardest working lazy nigga you would ever meet. There's a lot of things about me. So the things that hold me back is me. I don't handle. Therapy is good, guys. I don't handle stress well. Right, so when I say that, people will think I would. They be like, "Jay, you be going crazy." And you, I don't, bro.
Right.
I seek certain things that relieve stress, and I don't handle it correctly. So what I do is, instead of devoting that time to more things that require more, you know what it takes to get, the podcast and all that rolling. You know, I used to grind on it with my YouTube,
For shit show.
right, and get views. But the things that it require, I withdraw from it. And when I feel like I got too many stressors, the store and learning this and blah, 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 I've withdrawn from it. But I do plan on getting back to it. I'm trying to learn how to properly handle stuff so I don't get overwhelmed, bro. That's the honest answer.
Get a team.
Get a team, bro. What we're talking about, we working on.
You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
I'll tell you that.
Sure.
But you absolutely need a podcast.
Yeah.
Just something that's free flowing. Structure can be figured out. You know what I'm saying, through conversation. But just walking in, talking with you. Every time somebody come in here, they debating you about some
every
shit.
time, bro.
You can't
Podcasts go crazy, bro.
You can't even have a normal day without somebody coming here debating about some.
I feel like they come up here for that.
Some random shit. Like they just buying shoes. Now you gotta talk about basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
You ain't here buying sneakers.
For sure.
You gotta talk. So it's just like you gotta have that, and you talk about the stress. It could also relieve some stress too, because you're getting stuff out of your brain into something that you can probably listen back to be like, okay,
get a laugh, whatever.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It'll probably bring something different. And I'm gonna just say, Jay had the YouTube going crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
He gonna get it back going. It'll be even more bigger because people probably waiting on it. But he had it. Let me just tell you that right now. That nigga, he had from the editing, from the clips to the music. He was a fucking pro.
For sure.
So when he started doing it, it kind of fucked with me. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? What this nigga at?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That could have been my
now I got the content for real too. It's content right here. Yeah,
your whole thing now is content, because every time somebody walks through this door, that's some content.
Advertising.
I know sneaker stores on TikTok, all they do is got a body cam and
that's it, bro.
Record interactions with customers.
Easy money.
And let TikTok, man, you can million followers on TikTok. You just that making money, this making money, that.
Yeah.
Just
free
saying.
Thank you, my brother.
Get back in, Jay.
For
It is really, and you know what I'm saying, when you say that the hardest working lazy, whatever that's me though. I do a million things. I'm really lazy though. I really don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
I'm
harder on myself than people. People be like, bro, you doing this and that, and then they be glazing or whatever, and I be like, bro, y'all don't even man. I could be doing so much more, bro. I be at home looking at the game, bro. Like, I be watching the Lakers. Like,
but see, that's a luxury too. I don't got that luxury. I can't go home and just be home and just. I gotta edit something. Gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always something I gotta do. So,
right.
But at the same time, I'm still lazy.
Right.
When a nigga counts, I'm just like, all right, boy, that one little thing I got to do.
Nothing to fill the gap, bro. Like, nah,
You know
bro,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
straight. Yeah,
Just for the record, niggas, y'all, when y'all cancel on me, I swear it be great for me. Because I can make an excuse to not do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I already have something to do. Even though I'm not going to do that
you
thing.
got to stop doing that, fam.
I'm just saying, I swear to God, like, they'll come back. But it's just like that day, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I got to go edit like 10 videos. Fuck it, I don't give a damn.
For
so
sure.
cancel on my ass.
For sure.
But yeah, Jay, glad to have you.
For sure, man.
You know what I'm saying? This time we were like real serious. And that time it going to be funny. Because I just want them to get that story. I want them to get some real authentic, you know what I'm saying, just somebody that's coming from where they came from into where they are now.
Right.
And they're not even where they gonna be.
Right.
They just somewhere.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
a lot of
for sure.
people is nowhere. And the
Right.
people that is nowhere, we need them to watch this and get motivation on how to be great in life. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Jay. My last question though. This is your commercial. Sell yourself to the people. Matter of fact, before I do that, did I forget anything?
Nah, brother.
Is
You
it a
be
question
on
that I
top
need
of
to-
it. You be
All
on
right,
top
boom.
of it, my brother.
Last question. This your commercial. Sell yourself to the people. For the people that don't know, for the people that do know, and for the people that finna find out. Sell yourself to the people. Go.
All right, man. It's your boy Jay, man. Listen, man. We got 2 locations now, man. Come shop with your boy, man. We got 614 Russell Parkway, Warner Robins, Georgia. We got 530 2nd Street, Macon, Georgia. Please pull up, man. Best prices in Middle Georgia. Best customer service. Please come see what the hoopla is all about, man. I appreciate my guy, man, for doing this interview today, man. Come shop with your boy. Peace, man.
All right. That's what we outside with. Gone.